Hi, I'm Kayla and I'm 31 years old. Okay, so I want to do the over 30 book tag, and I'm literally just searching it on my phone right now to answer it off the cuff. We are not scripted here today, folks, so over 30 skincare routine? Save that for later. Book tag. Okay, here we go. Question 1. Name one of your favorite books that features a protagonist who is 30 years or older. So most of the heroes in romances are like 30 years, and then the heroines are usually like 22, 23. Does that count? And then in like all the historical romances, the older women or spinsters, they're like 25. And I'm not going to say like a paranormal because the characters are actually like 1,000 years old, but they look like they're 20 something. So I'll tell you a book that I want to read, or an author I want to read. The author is L.B. Dunbar. And I guess she writes a lot of like older characters in romance. And the book I want to read is Love in Due Time by L.B. Dunbar. And it is like, it's in the Green Valley world, which is the Winston Brothers series by Penny Reed. And so these are like romances that involve the library, and the heroine is like 40 something, and it's like a second chance romance, and the hero is, I don't know, 40 something as well. But it sounds good. Question 2. Name a book that represents who you were when you were younger. My go-to from when I was younger is a book series that I read when I was younger and also kind of represented the age I was, and that is like the Alice series by Phyllis Reynolds Naylor. This is a contemporary coming of age series just about a girl and her friends and like her family, and she's in school, and it's kind of like Degrassi but in a book form, but not as dramatic. But I say like Degrassi because like it talked about like real things that you didn't see in a lot of books back when I was a teenager. You see it a lot now, which is awesome. Question 3. Name a book that represents where you are in your life now. So my life now, I'm early 30s, married, I have a daughter, just bought a house, have a job. There's a global pandemic. So I haven't read a lot of these, but I guess my life would probably be one of those like already married couples going through some things. So maybe, even though I haven't read it, so Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey, even though like my marriage isn't ending, but it represents me. Probably just also just like some melodramatic women's fiction book. Ooh, maybe Big Little Lies, because my daughter started kindergarten this year, but I don't have like the clique of moms because of pandemic. We're not allowed to go to the school. But if there wasn't a pandemic, maybe my life would be like Big Little Lies. Only I was the Reese Witherspoon, but my daughter was starting kindergarten. I only had the one kid. You know, just kind of a mix of the characters. Question 4. Name a book that represents something that has never changed about you. Okay, so I'm gonna say A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. This is the first book series that I was like obsessed with and would binge. I binged book 1 through 9 was when that was all that was out at the time. And I'm going to say that because I love to read, but I also love to binge series. And I love to read series. I don't read a lot of standalones. And so that, to me as a person, has always stayed the same. I mean, it's not deep or anything, but it's the only thing I can think of. Question 5. Name one of your favorite classics. So I hate classics. I'm one of those girls. I know there's classic people out there and there's non-classic people out there. I'm one of those, but I also haven't tried to read one of the more readable classics. So never say never, but my favorite that I have read, I'm trying to think back to school, probably The Giver. I think that might be more of a modern classic, but I read that freshman year in high school and I loved it. And yeah, definitely felt ahead of its time and never finished that series. Question 6. Name a book you like or would like to read that was published in the year you were born. Ooh! So probably one of these. I know there's a lot of 80s and 90s. So I was born in 1989. I'm not going to go through all these books, but I definitely think it would be fun to do a reading vlog, reading books from 1989. Especially romances. Because, I mean, you never know what you're going to get. Okay, so that's all the questions. This tag was originally created by In Not Blood. So I'll have the questions in the original video linked down below. But I just wanted to do this because I'm feeling 31, y'all. I'm feeling it, and it's not a bad thing. And I don't know, it's fun to like look and see who's done this video, to see like who's, you know, who's a little bit older, who's a little bit seasoned, and I fall into that category. Thank you so much for watching this train wreck. I have social media links down below if you want to be friends on other places. Consider subscribing if you want to see more hot garbage from me. I will see you next time. Goodbye.